what I've seen is this. Most people who work in technology are, unfortunately, are mostly leftists. And they train AI is with leftist worldview. AI may not have enough alternative views, but the truth of the matter is this. There are abundant alternative views. That's why I'm concerned that I ask for this data and I always get a certain slant of information. So if we're worried that AI might go rogue, well, this is what worries me. Because if people selectively train AI in a particular direction, that's most likely what may lead AI to go rogue. If you teach AI that certain people are bad for society, then AI might decide, these people who are bad for society, maybe they should not be there. That's my worry. Hello. Tell me, do you use AI? I do. I started using AI a lot early this year. In fact, I did several courses to learn how to do prompts and how to query the AI. I've noticed something. I think it's serious. AI mostly tell certain narratives. Most of the information I get from using Chat GTP is one-sided. In fact, I've had to argue with the platform several times. I noticed that when I ask a question, I get information slanted in a particular direction. I had to ask it follow-up questions several times, and many times I had to say, no, this is not true, because I happen to know something about the things the AI is telling me. And I say no. Many times, in fact, I have to tell it, I'm not woke. I don't want to hear anything woke. I want to hear factual information. And then you tell me, okay, I understand. I know. In fact, let me read some of those things to you. Very good. I found one. Yes, I requested certain kind of data, and it kept on giving me a different kind of things. You know, I had to say to it, for me, it's better if you tell me that the data is not available, it's not complete or available. Then tell me what is available, and I can decide to adjust my query. Giving me a bunch of different information that I didn't ask for is as if you, in bracket, someone that is redirecting my attention. I don't like that. I mean, this is a minor issue, but I get those things frequently. I ask for one thing, it doesn't have the data, or it doesn't want to give me the data, I don't know which one, and then it gives me a bunch of useless information. Well, I know it's useless because I understand the area of my questioning. You know, if someone who doesn't know anything about these things and they ask a certain questions and the AI tools spits out the information and they don't know that is not the right information, they just swallow it. Now, I'm making this video. I've been dealing with these things with the tools for months. Now, I ask for a certain image to be produced, and several times it gives me the wrong images. If I ask for a group of people and I say I want Africans, I want this, I want that, the AI tool will give me that and insert a different demography amongst them. It's as if this notion about diversity is more important than giving me the information I asked for. I asked for young Africans. It will give me that, and then in there, it will put in some Chinese, some Indians. Indians are even acceptable because there are some who live in Africa and they are citizens. But it gives me groups of people who naturally are not members of that class I asked for. I asked for something about military governments in Africa, and let me read what he told me. He says, your request was rejected as a result of our safety systems. What safety reasons are there? I want images of this. I want information of that, and the AI will decide if it will give me the information I'm asking for. When I was writing some posts to promote my book, which I wrote some months ago this year, I asked for a doctor of a certain ethnicity, a nurse of a certain ethnicity, and I was asking for that image several times because each time it gives me something totally different. It's as if that notion of diversity is more important. And I'm worried that if it continues doing this in areas that many people actually need information to be knowledgeable, and it continues spitting out this useless information which is not accurate, then those people would take the information as if it's true. Right now, if you ask a lot of young people about slavery, for example, about colonization, for example, all they know is about the transatlantic slave trade and the European colonization. That's all they know. And they assume that before then, slavery didn't exist and colonization didn't exist. That is totally wrong. These things have been going on throughout history. Various groups of people have done exactly those things before the Europeans started the shipping of blacks to the Western Hemisphere in the 15th century. But if all they know, all they've heard from their teachers, and all they see from AI, they are being totally miseducated. You see, what I've seen is this. Most people who work in technology are, unfortunately, mostly leftists. And the way they train AI is with leftist worldview. AI may not have enough alternative views, but the truth of the matter is this: there are abundant alternative views. That's why I'm concerned. So if we're worried that AI might go rogue, well, this is what worries me. Because if people selectively train AI in a particular direction, that's most likely what may lead AI. If you teach AI that certain people are bad for society, then AI might decide, these people who are bad for society, maybe they should not be there. That's my worry. Because that kind of story in itself is totally false. Well, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you disagree with me, please put your comments at the bottom of the video. Let's debate it. It's important for us to discuss these matters. They are important.